We are coming live from True Cuts Barber Lounge, the official True Voice podcast. I got my guy, Nick, just chill. Welcome, my brother, welcome.
Thank you.
Very excited to have you here today, my brother. We've been looking forward to this interview. You know, it's been hard to catch our schedules, but shit, we made it.
Hey, we here.
We made it. Awesome, bro. So let's jump straight into it, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself, brother.
I am a photographer, videographer, wear many hats, but mainly I own a full-service production company here in Miami. Ranges anything from events, commercials, freelance with it too. So I work with a lot of brands, a lot of companies, and really just living my life through my creativity. Honestly, man, yeah.
Like I say sometimes, I'm living through the lens.
Exactly.
Let's give my guy a round of applause, man.
Thank you.
Man, Nick, the reason why I've been so excited to have you here today, man, I've been able to witness you from when you just bought a camera.
Yep.
You know, True Cuts has been open for almost 10 years now, and you were one of our first set of clients.
Yep.
And Double R, Ray from our Uptown location is actually your barber. Yep. And let's give Ray a
shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Ray, man, my guy. Ray, I remember him telling me the story about how, you know, when we talk about going back now, you know, when I spoke to him about having this interview, how he remembers when you just bought a camera.
Yep. I just bought a camera working at the W South Beach for 3 years, and wasn't really happy there, man. I felt like I had more potential in life. You know, for me, making money for someone else didn't sleep right with me, you know, at night. So bought my camera and I really just went forward with this thing that I knew nothing about. You know, I never considered myself a creative person. I wasn't one of those people that said, oh, I was born with a camera in my hand and my parents put a camera in my hand when I was 6 years old. No, none of that. I can't draw, I can't sing, I can't write, I can't draw a stick figure. So I never thought of myself as a creative person, and bought my camera, and that was my tool. That was my tool, my way to express, you know, what I wanted to create at that time.
What was your first camera? What was the first camera you purchased to maybe give, you know, somebody just like you a little insight of maybe how, you know, they can start?
Well, my first camera was this thing right here.
Your iPhone?
The iPhone.
Wow.
And this was kind of even before Instagram. It was like Tumblr stuff.
Okay.
The Tumblr era.
I remember Tumblr.
So you could post your pictures, and it would be like a blog. So I had my own kind of blog. And back then I was shooting landscapes, and I was climbing rooftops and cranes and hanging my feet off buildings. And that was my like way of rooftop crazy shit, and it was a hype back in the day. It was a game to us, you know.
Yeah, right.
Especially when Instagram started, it was like who hit this building first.
It's kind of like when people were planking off of stuff.
Yeah, not about parkour shit, all that shit. So
that's awesome.
It was cool, man, to see it come up from there. So I would go climb these rooftops, climb these cranes, take a picture with my iPhone. And it wasn't really about the picture at the time. It was more about the adventure, you know, with my boys, you know, hitting this building, you know, doing something, you know, illegal, fun, but adventurous.
It's almost like graphing, but with a camera.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And then getting the picture was a bonus, like I said. But then I was like, wait, hold up. If I'm gonna go be risking my life, you know, hanging my feet off a building for a picture, it better be a good fucking picture.
Absolutely.
So I need to, you know, get better quality on it. So my first camera was I'm embarrassed to say it, but it was a Nikon.
Nikon.
Right.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's
wow.
You know those dudes that be wearing like the vest with the cargo shorts.
Okay.
And the paparazzi.
Yeah.
That's the camera that they have.
Okay.
So it's associated with those type of photographers, I want to say.
Oh,
but nothing against Nikon photographers.
Yeah. What was your vision at first when you decided to take the photography more serious, when you stopped using the iPhone? Did you want to be somewhat of a paparazzi kind of photographer?
Well, this was just a little bit right after I dropped out of college. I dropped out a week before my finals, and I thought I wanted to be a journalist, a photojournalist.
Okay.
And that meant, you know, shooting riots and shooting wars and kind of going overseas and kind of shooting those kind of stories.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Welcome.
You know, so that's what I thought I wanted to be, and then that's when I kind of took it more serious. And then I don't know. I felt like I just had more potential with it. And starting up at the time too, so nobody was really, unless for the people that I knew or that was my circle, knew, and nobody really knew was photographing that, what I was photographing. So that's when I just like decided to take it more serious. And I was like, okay, I can make a name for myself here, and kind of, as Burko was building out, as everything was coming up, I kind of came up with it at the same time.
Wow, what a time to jump in, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
At first, your idea was to become a journalist through photos. Because that's actually dope, man. Because these guys like see the world and see like crazy events, and it's kind of just as risky as when it kind of went hand in hand with you hanging off buildings and stuff.
I got kind of the rush and the picture at the same time,
So basically, that was your first idea, but you didn't go into it.
No. And then so what happened was the whole roof climbing thing was that I ended up posting pictures on Instagram. Instagram started up, started posting that, and then shortly after, I started shooting models on rooftops. And I was like, okay, like buildings are my subjects. I like symmetry a lot, so I would see a building with symmetry or shoot a building from like angles to get like cool compositions. Like, all right, kind of not bored this, but I kind of wanted to spice it up a little bit. Shot models on rooftops. I had a lot of homegirls that would be like, hey, I want to shoot whatever, so I would shoot with them on rooftops. And then shortly after, local brands, shout out to Life brand, they were kind of the first brand that kind of put me on to shooting.
Life brand, where I remember them a lot about is showing like colors.
Exactly, yeah. Heat
305.
Stuff. Yeah, they worked very closely
stuff.
with Wade. So I did stuff with them, and they were the first brand that I shot up. I shot their T-shirt on a model on a rooftop.
That's amazing.
It was just trickle down effect, and then I just realized shortly after that I can make money with this. And even if it was $100, I mean, even before that, did shit for free.
Right.
I did a lot of shit for free. Even shooting models was for free. A lot of it wasn't focused on the bread. It was focused on the.
Sometimes we think things are free, right? And it's like, there's a saying that the guy that works more than he receives, if he continues, soon he'll receive more than he works.
All right. Yeah.
So I believe that anything that, even me when I was a barber, I think about when, I started for free. With the homies.
Yeah.
And it's like, really, it's just that it's like going to school for free. Because it's like some people, that work that you were doing for free, sometimes people paid to go to school to get gigs and to get, what's that word I'm looking for, when they become interns and they work for free, but they actually paid to get an internship.
Nothing in this world is free.
Nothing is. No, absolutely. Wow, that's amazing, man. So this is, what year was this?
I was 21 at the time, so I'm 30 now, so about 9-10 years ago.
Wow, look at that.
When I first kind of started up.
What a decade.
Yeah. It's been, honestly, in a flash of an eye, man. It's
Absolutely
fast, dude.
I could relate.
And when even when I was, it's crazy to even say this, but even like when I'm 22 to 25, a blur, straight blur, because I was just knocking out gigs. I was, I was traveling for work. I was kind of on my come up, and looking back now, I'm realizing, like it's all fast. You gotta take time now to even slow down and appreciate a little bit more. And that's wisdom right there. That's something that, like I told you before, they don't teach that. That's experience.
Being able to, realize now, one thing that I tell the guys most about now is how much I appreciate and I respect and I cherish time. And one of the things that we do a lot, being younger, and even now sometimes, and I always remind myself that we think we have time. He's like, oh, I got time to do that later. Oh, I got time to do this. And it's like now.
Yep. My first tattoo is Forever Young. I got this when I was 16 years old, thinking I was gonna be forever young, and big psych to that.
Yeah. Huh? No, absolutely.
But
that's amazing, man. That's so cool, bro. So being able to experience these things and how your life was able to turn around.
Yep.
What is the best lesson you have learned in your life so far in these 29?
30.
30 years that you've been here. Tell us a little bit about maybe one of your best lessons so far.
Not giving up, man. And as cliche as that sounds, like I said, I didn't know I was gonna be here. I'm doing what I love. It's put a roof over my head. It's put food on my plate. It's allowed me to travel the world. It's allowed me to meet a lot of people. I'm spoiled when it comes to shows. I'm always used to being backstage, and it's because I never gave up. It's because I quit my job. I bought a camera and I just kept going. I learned. I went on YouTube University and I studied. Not studied, but I learned what I need to learn to take pictures, and I created my style, which I don't even know what it is at this point.
You chilling.
I just chill, yeah. But that's one thing, man. It's not giving up, man, and on whatever that is. If you want to fucking, be a chef or whatever you want to do, just don't give up, honestly. And you're gonna have people that say, oh, your work sucks, or you're this or that, and it's like, those are all the naysayers, bro. People that didn't, the people that gave up are telling you that. You know what I'm saying?
I believe that's the difference between the only difference is the people that are successful and the ones that are not. I think the only difference is that they just did it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
That's why that line is so big, man.
Yeah. Just jumping off that, I remember when I quit my job, that was like the turning point in my life right there. Because you can have job security, you can have, I got the 401k, I got the health insurance, but honestly, I hate my job. So it's like, is all that really worth it, bro? To like hate your job, to wake up every morning and working for somebody else? Like, that's not really what I wanted to do, or what I was meant to do.
You gotta hit rock bottom.
You got to.
You gotta hit rock bottom to really see what you're made of, and to really appreciate.
At rock bottom, I got a pillow and a blanket down there, bro. 'Cause I've been there. I got a pillow and a blanket down there, and that's one thing that everybody has to experience, bro. I mean, not because you willingly put yourself there, but because sometimes life happens like that way, and that's the only thing that's gonna fucking propel you upward, bro.
Absolutely.
And I was telling you earlier too that even when I grew my hair, because I didn't even have bread to get a haircut.
Now you know what? You've been growing your hair as long as you've been doing this.
100%. That's it.
Your hair has
My hair started with me when I started this journey of becoming a photographer.
That's crazy, right?
So it means even that much more to me. And yeah, man, I was at that place where I couldn't even afford to get a haircut. It's a $20 haircut, what it was back then, even then. So, but it's like, damn, I literally was there, man.
That's amazing, man. That's so cool to be able to experience that, man. I tell guys all the time now that I see in the beginning of their journey that and they may look at me like I'm bluffing, but I was like, I wish I can do that again.
Yeah.
I wish I can be challenged. I mean, I'm challenged every day.
Yep.
But sometimes guys see, they just see the shop, and they see maybe the products. And shout out to Witness Products, please. We have a product line: shave gel, clay wax,
the pomade is
hair
fire,
pomade.
Pomade.
Thank you, brother. They see all these things, and it's a journey.
Yep.
Guys ask sometimes, maybe they ask you these same questions. Younger entrepreneurs like us that say, "Damn, how'd you do it?" And really, like, I don't have, or we don't have magic wands.
Yeah.
Where it's just like boop. And it's like, you gotta really put that footwork in.
And I tell guys now, I saw an event the other day with Jimmy Butler for his coffee brand.
Oh man, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get my guy a round of applause, man. Let's go,
Heat and 5, baby.
Hit me, James. Oh, no, my bad, not Hit me, James. Hit me, Butler.
So some dude asked me, he's like, "Oh, how'd you get this gig?" And I was like, honestly, it was through an agency, through friends, mutual friends, and a lot of my work is referrals and word of mouth. One thing I could really stress on is, if we're giving advice to people, is relationships. That's one thing that's invaluable. It's one thing that if I can't charge someone what I want to charge them because they don't have a budget, but I know that relationship's gonna get me further with them, and they're gonna keep calling me back, and we're gonna grow together. I'm gonna get that couple $100 that I ate the first time, maybe down the road.
Absolutely.
Because that relationship is invaluable, and it's gonna keep me bringing me 10.
That right there, key. That's a key, man.
Mm-hmm.
Humans, us, we are our biggest assets, and it goes for anyone that may be just financially driven.
Yep.
It's cool and all, but it's fake.
Yep.
It's like you said, how'd you get that gig? Through word of mouth, through previous jobs, through people.
Yep, exactly.
You know, so that's what I, more and more as I get older and wiser, I realize that, people are our biggest asset. They can take us so much farther, and that's what I tell my guys more than ever now that, you know, I used to think a lot that just me grinding it out, grinding it out, grinding it out, is gonna get me where I need to go.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I tell them, bro, you don't understand that, what we do here for a living or anything anyone does for a living, all it takes is for you to meet that right person
That's it. Yep.
that could like literally propel you, like poof, you fly up and you're just like, wow.
100%.
I just skipped years worth of work.
Yeah, be the right person. Yeah.
I can say, True Cuts has been open for now 10 years, but 2 years ago, I met a gentleman that this shop right here, look how beautiful it is. I didn't pay $1 for it,
Yep.
and somebody saw the grind. Someone saw our face card was clean.
Yep.
They liked how we did business, and that's more important than ever. Is making sure that your reputation is top notch.
Yep, face card. You said it. Especially here in Miami, it's a small city. Everybody talks, and all we got is our face card, man.
Absolutely.
So
hey, how you doing? Welcome. Good afternoon. Good morning still. No, but that's amazing. So my question now is, what are you learning right now about your journey?
right now, so I just turned 30 not too long ago, and I guess it's more. I don't know, go back to the money, but it's more the money management. Like I said, I'm getting older, trying to buy property, trying to, get my financials straight, more straightened out.
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure. Yeah. The back end,
Absolutely.
Back end always needs some kind of refresher. You gotta put things, to the side. And even just with like my lifestyle, I don't really go out that much. Me and my girl would like to go out, every once in a while, which is the balance of life, But if I'm not out, bro, I'm at the crib, I'm chilling, just chill.
Just chill.
You know?
Hey, how'd you? Was that something you always had, Nick? Just chill, or is it something along the way that?
Kind of along the way that I came up with my back to the whole like Instagram rooftoping thing. My first Instagram name was Suck My Nick. So imagine me now with that Instagram name. Who's gonna hire me, bro? Ain't nobody hiring Suck My Nick. So
Hey, that was great.
I
Bro.
tried to just change that. I grew up out a little bit more, and was like, let me try to describe myself, you know. And I don't know, but the words just chill came to mind, and it has a little innuendo on it. Where also around the same time I was doing the whole like booty pics and all that stuff. That was a phase back in the day.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to I think consider him a 305 legend, Derek G.
Yes, sir. Yeah, actually,
Booty pics.
I interned with him, a couple years ago. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the play on it was like, yo, Nick, just chill, when I would post, booty pic or whatever. So my boys would come like, yo, just chill. So it was cool that way, and then it was also just a way to describe myself. I'm very laid back. I'm super nonchalant.
Introvert.
Yeah, super. And so so I went with Nick Just Chill, ran with that, opened up my production company, Just Chill Productions, made a play off the name, and then been running with this.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's a very valuable key that just at the end of about 2021, no, like right after COVID, years before that, a lot of barbers, we're just money, and then now that you're saying, buying homes, credit,
all
loans,
that.
businesses, things like that, you need a financial infrastructure.
Yep.
And that's something that we've been able to put in place for a lot of barbers now, that helped me. Because I remember in 2018, I wanted to buy a house, and I had no structure.
Yeah.
I thought just having a bunch of cash at the crib in a shoebox was gonna do something for me.
Right.
And I didn't want to pay taxes, and now, man, I find quarters and I want to put it in the bank.
Exactly. Yep.
I want to pay taxes.
Yeah.
I want to, because that now, thank the Lord, I have my house now because I was able to create a structure, and now that's what we're putting guys in play for, to be able to have ownership and things like that. You know, so that's an awesome key that now you're really focusing on that,
Yep.
because that will ultimately propel you, you know, to a higher ground.
For sure.
Being able to really focus on how you move your money.
On expanding like the business, and you know, have a team, you know, of guys, depending on the project I'll put on the teams, and eventually I want to have that production company running on its own, man. You know, I want to have the wheels turning on that. I want to get a production house, studio. So yeah, really just focusing on the growth and expansion as well.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, after all these years and trials and tribulations and things of that nature, how has failure ultimately shaped your life?
Failure is a good thing, man. Failure just means that you tried. You know, that means that you initiated something. That's what that means. If you didn't fail, that means you didn't even start it. You know, like you said, just do it. You know, so if you fail, that means you at least you tried, you attempted it. And the most important thing from failure is the lesson you get from it, and it's what you learned. You know, what you can do differently. I personally, I mean, I guess I can say I haven't failed myself because I am where I want to be right now. But I know I can be doing more, you know, and that's just the ambition and the hunger in me. You know, like I said in the beginning, I wear many hats, and I want to give 100% to everything, but I also don't want to stretch myself too thin because then I give 0% to everything.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's not so much. It's the lesson you get from failure, but at least you tried it, and it's a learning
You ever
lesson.
have a moment early in your career or at any time where you maybe thought this wasn't for you because of failure?
I can be hard on myself sometimes when I compare myself to other people,
Okay.
and I can be like, yo,
I could relate.
This guy dropped a fire banger video, and I'm looking at my shit, and I'm like, damn, I suck. You know, and it's not the case, man. It's not the case. You're only comparing yourself because you know that you have more potential, or you know that you can be where you know what you want.
Sometimes I wish social media didn't exist.
Yeah, it's such a bad thing, bro.
Yeah.
And
But you like it's such a cool tool.
It's great,
Yeah.
but it's bad. But
Yeah.
and I feel like the only way that it's bad is when I say this a lot, when you consume more than you create.
Okay.
When you're consuming all this stuff and you're just bashing yourself mentally,
Facts.
that's horrible, dude. Put that away and then start.
I had to unfollow
Yeah.
people just to like protect myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I'm like Nick, stop being a fucking hater, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, you start hating on them, hating on yourself.
I've definitely had to do that before, just to make sure I stay focused. And you're absolutely correct when you say as long as you're constantly creating, you won't even see this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because you're just so busy.
On your shit, you know.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, absolutely. So that's when I realized. I told myself, well, I'm like, yo, like it's not that you don't like these or this or that. You're just not busy.
Yeah.
You know.
When you're busy enough, you don't even gotta worry about other people.
Absolutely,
Worried
dude.
about the next guy.
No, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope though, man. So you don't really have a time that maybe you wanted to hang up the camera, or you just always knew that, this is it right here.
I mean, I really couldn't hang on the camera because, like I said, I was putting food on my plate, you know.
Facts.
So I really couldn't, and I might have other things here and there lined up, but that was my main, it still is kind of my main source of income, you know. So, not that don't give it up for that, but I feel like I mean, I've never really had a time where I'm like, all right, fuck this, or I'm done. You know, I've always been I may have doubted myself, but like I said, that don't give up. So that's instilled in me that I'm not gonna be like hang this up, or anything like that. So I just kept going with it, pushing with it. Even if I didn't get booked for a month, I was like, let me. My whole thing with that, if I didn't get booked for a month, was like, okay, let me start posting more. Let me start shooting more, even if it's free, just to get the work out.
Just keep shooting.
Keep building a name for myself. And then next month, then I got booked all next month, So it's ups and downs. Even as a freelance, I'm sure you know.
And that's the thing. Sometimes we want instant gratification, and it's like anything we get like that, bro, won't last.
No, you gotta put in a little bit more work, But in the end, it's gonna be a lot more worth it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, cool, man. So I got a question for you, bro. Right now I'm really big on, I want to connect with more people.
Yep.
Outside of just cutting hair.
Yep.
I'm really excited about this platform here, and I want to bring as many people as possible.
So my boy is actually, his name is Aldair, and he has a studio called Up to Something Studios. and it's a creative kind of like just events, not an event space. It's more than an event space.
Like a WeWork?
No, he just has like he does like up like embroidery. He does wheat pasting.
Okay.
He's kind of all up in the mix. He works a lot with brands as well. And he's a cool cat because he's also in the creative field as well. But he's also about his bread too, and that's my boy right there.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. I would love to
out
meet
there.
him, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we could bring him on the platform
For sure,
and
for sure.
have a dope convo too.
Yeah, hit him up. Yeah.
Cool. What was his name again?
Out there.
Out there.
Out there.
Cool, man. What's the name of the studio?
Up to something studio.
Up to something studio,
Yeah.
man. Dope. Nah, yeah. Hopefully we get to meet him, and that's something that I'm really big on right now. I just want to connect with as many people as possible.
Yep.
I want as many as people as possible to speak to me. I speak to them. Maybe I can help them. They help me.
Yep.
That's where we have unity. There's more power.
For sure.
So no, that's dope. All right, cool, man. So for the past 2 years now, I got into doing a morning routine where I journal. I love reading now.
Nice.
I wish, man, when I was young, I would read. Bro, I don't know how I made it through high school.
That shit was nerdy as fuck to do back then, huh?
Yeah, dude. I was like,
reading a book.
bro,
It's nerd.
I
Now
never.
it's like knowledge is power, bro.
Yeah, I took the FCAT like 5 times, bro. It was
agree,
just,
I
I couldn't stay awake.
Yep.
So I'm really huge on reading now, and the question I have for you, what have you read that maybe I should read?
No fucks given.
No fucks given.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No fucks given, or I don't know if it's no fucks given or the power of not giving a fuck or something like that. The power of something not giving a fuck is one of those good ones. No fucks given, something like that.
The power
Of not giving a fuck, yeah. Another one I read. What's it called? Hold on 1 second. Let me see if it's in my Amazon.
Lifeline.
Yeah. I actually read it not so long ago. You know what I'm really bad at, man? I'm really bad at finishing books. Cause that's what I don't like. I like self-help books, but I don't like for them to tell me things to do. Like, don't tell me to do this. Don't tell me to do that. Give me a way to maybe advise it to me or tell me a story around it, but don't tell me what to do. That's just one thing.
Yeah, no, facts.
Don't tell me, oh, you gotta do this.
A lot of the books I've been reading are on personal development and the way to think.
Yep.
To really use your thoughts as a tool and not as a burden.
Yep.
That's something that I feel a lot of people sometimes don't have control of, man.
Yeah.
Their perspective on things, the way they see things, the way they think.
Yep.
And my fiance Diana, thanks to her, and she went on this interesting journey with lady products, and they were really huge on personal development and having like a morning routine. And I used to think it was like hilarious.
Yeah.
And now, like, bro, I do not stay in my bed past 5 a.m.
Man, hey, you were up this morning early too.
Yeah, I'm up early every day.
That's
Sometimes
crazy.
there's an argument. It's like, yo, like, damn, just lay here for a little bit. And I'm like, yo, I can't.
That's fire, though.
I know, I love it, dude. I love it, bro. Every morning I'm
such
writing.
an advantage.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes by 5 a.m. I got to be in front of my table already. So I've been getting up a little earlier. No, not 4, but like 4:30, 4:45. I make some coffee. 10:30. I can't stay up.
Gotcha.
I can't.
I'm the other way. I'm the opposite.
Yeah, dude. I'm in my house and I'm like, I'm nodding out. Yeah. I don't know if I'm 30. I'm about to be 35 this year, dude.
Oh, word.
Yeah, man. So that's something that I've been doing a lot now, and it's amazing, bro. Being able to really see my thoughts in the morning.
Yeah.
Think of things that maybe I could do. Throughout the day. I had, like I said, some people wake up at 8, 9. I'm 4 hours in already.
Exactly. You up already. Yeah.
I read this book, The Power of One More, something like that. It's by Ed Milet, and basically he splits up. He says that he has
3 days. Yeah.
Dude.
In the morning, the afternoon, and at night. 3 days.
Facts.
And someone only had one.
So it's like his first day is that 5 a.m. to 9.
Yeah, he gets to do like his workout.
His personal shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's what I do. That's my time, bro. My
he
phone's
works.
not ringing.
Yeah.
No one's calling me. My kids are asleep, and it's just like it's the best, man. I really enjoy that. I sometimes I get grumpy when I don't have that time.
Yeah.
That's how used to it I got.
You feel like you cheated yourself.
Because
or,
what
you know?
happens is that once we look how we the podcast, how I told you, yo, let's do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Because then the day is
That's
so
it.
unpredictable. Dude.
Right.
We get caught up in so many phone calls and this and like I'm on the win.
Yeah.
I'm ready to like I
You're
get
on your
that right
second day
call.
already.
I get that call and I'm ready to go. So
Yep.
so that's why like yeah man I like to knock those things out in the morning.
That's dope.
And yeah, cool. So I got thank you for those books. I'm gonna definitely look them up
For sure.
and see what's up with that. Leads me to my next question. And this could be anything from entertainment to to serious to however you want to answer this question. It's not this is not a brain whiz question, but what have you done that maybe I should do?
Couple things. For me, I like to. I'm big on giving back. I'm big on just what you give is what you get.
Okay.
And that can be the smallest thing. I'm big, not big, but like even just the homeless dude on the street, bro. Give him $1.
Facts.
And not that I do it because I know it's gonna come back to me, but because I know what it's not know what it's like to be in that position, but I know what it's like to be down bad.
Right.
When someone gives you a lifeline or something, that gives that person just a little bit of hope, bro, and you don't know how far it's gonna take that person.
Facts.
So, bro, 1 or 2 good deeds a day, bro, and that's it, man.
That's what I tell people. I love this message right here.
Be the light, bro.
I like to be a light of hope to
Yeah.
a lot of people, man.
Yeah, man. Just
And
a little thing, man.
we're giving back in a bigger scale
Yeah.
than starting from that. You got to start from at least that $1
Mm-hmm.
to being able to give a lot more and being happy with giving than what you actually
100%.
receive.
Yep. And I'm a big giver. My love language is act of service and gifting. Like my girl will be like, oh, I'm not a speaker, not a talker. I don't know.
I can't tell.
Well, yeah, what the other things are, but my way of showing any gratitude, expression of love is going to be by giving or a service or
Facts.
something that I can do to fulfill anything you need,
Facts.
So that's one thing that I'm big on, and to whoever, bro, whoever needs it, I'm gonna give it to you.
Fire, man. Maybe we could connect and figure
Yeah.
out something, man.
Hell
I
yeah.
think that'd be awesome
For sure.
for us to do. I like that energy.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man. So we're gonna close off with this last question for you, my brother. If there's any way that I can help, or how can I assist you in any way? How can I serve for you?
Yeah, so it's coming right back to me already. See?
See
Fire.
that?
Man, I'm just, any promotion, and if you hear anybody that needs any photo work, if you know any event, send them my way, send them my Instagram.
Perfect.
That's about it, man.
Okay.
Word of mouth,
Absolutely.
That's it.
That's the best one.
And if you want to,
No. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that's amazing, Nick. Hey, we have Nick Just Chill here. True Voice Podcast.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you coming on this platform and taking the time out of your busy schedule to come over here and do this with me today.
You already know.
And I'm looking forward to meeting your friend as well. So
Yep.
we'll connect that after.
Yep.
And thank you, brother.
Hello, thank you.